Namaste children, how are you? I hope all of you are well and ready with your pen and paper to note down the main points of this lecture, as well as you are ready to listen this video carefully. Children, in previous discussion, apart from the per capita income of any nation, I had also shared other indicators of development. There you studied infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio. Children, apart from the per capita income or national income, for the development of any country or the nation, other indicators like infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, body mass index, these are also very much necessary to know and compare. You have studied in previous discussion in table number 1.4. there you would have gone through this table. The highest per capita income among all the states of our country has Maharashtra, but its other indicator is not well. As compared to Kerala, per capita income is less, but infant mortality rate is only 12. Literacy rate is also very high, 94. Attendance ratio, that percentage of people who are attending the school up to the age of 14 to 15 years is also very high. In this way, in nutshell, you can say that Kerala is more developed than Maharashtra, and the condition of Bihar is very poor in all respects in regards to infant mortality rate, literacy rate, as well as the net attendance ratio. You have also gone through here. That is very less students are going to school up to the age of 14 and 15 years, and thereafter they discontinue to go to school. Especially there is also difference in male and female population. Mostly the girls are discontinuing to go to school after the age of 14 to 15 years. That means they do not achieve the education of secondary level and senior secondary level, because the government has not yet provided sufficient security and other facilities like transportation, proper care of health, etc. That's why they are not getting proper education. In this way, the difference in male and female literacy rate is also an indicator of development, where the female literacy is par to the male literacy. Apart from other indicators, the state or the country will be actually developed. If it is not, you cannot say that the country is developed. But for overall study, per capita income is given priority, because when the per capita income of a nation is very high, it means in some extent the health condition, literacy condition and other indicators will be also favorable there, because without the improvement in these indicators, the income cannot be very high in a nation. That's why focus is given on too much on education, because this is one of the best attributes of the human, which enables the human being to develop the quality and a skill to earn more and more money, and naturally the national income, simultaneously per capita income of the nation increases. One more indicator of development I have not shared till now. You please come to the point. In page number 13, activity number 3, it is given here that body mass index, it is the reflecting the condition of health of the people. Now let us know what is body mass index. It is an index that refers to person's weight in kg divided by the square of height, that is height into height in meters. The formula of BMI is weight in kg divided by height into height meter square. It means BMI, body mass index, is a way to find out adults' nutritional value, whether the adults are undernourished or properly nourished. If there is a figure less than 18.5, then the person would be considered undernourished. If it is more than 25, then a person is overweight. But this is applicable to only the adult. About the children we have discussed earlier. It is written here कि let each student in a class find out the weight and height of 3 adult persons of different economic background. कहने का मतलब यदि BMI से डेवलपमेंट का पता करना है तो आप एक ही क्लास के 3 बैकग्राउंड, इकोनॉमिक बैकग्राउंड के स्टूडेंट्स को ले लो एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए। एक स्टूडेंट जो कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स का वार्ड है, दूसरा डोमेस्टिक सर्वेंट का वार्ड है और तीसरे वार्ड जो है वो ऑफिस वर्कर्स है और बिजनेस पर्सन्स। तीनों का BMI आप निकाल लो, वेट इन kg डिवाइडेड बाय हाइट इंटू हाइट, that is in meter square. After calculating their body mass index, Do you find any relationship between them? Yes, you will get the BMI in different ways. The boy belonging to construction workers family has different weight. It may be undernourished, or the student belonging to the business class family may be overweight, and one may be the balanced weight. It means these three students are indicating the different background through their body mass index. Only with the help of body mass index it will be very easy for you to find out the economic condition, and after that you can infer what is the condition of development of a particular class. If the same condition will be in the whole country, can we say that the country is developed or not developed? Here a question is, how can you say that the human being is developed? That means the question is, what is human development? Children, it is a process of raising the level of well-being achieved, which includes social, political, economic and cultural development of the human beings. That means human development refers to the entire process of development of human being in connection with health, education, political, social well-being, that is security, freedom. If the person has such all indicator possessed by himself or herself, that means that human being is developed. If the majority of the persons have all such indicators in their favor, that means that country will be said as the developed nations, developed country. Because health and education are the important indicators that you studied and compared with the health and education system between Kerala and Maharashtra, and after that you have come to the result that despite of having more income, Kerala can be told as the developed state of India. Now in table 1.6, some data regarding India and its neighbors for the Human Development Report 2014 is mentioned here. Country is Sri Lanka, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh. Here the per capita income in dollar is Sri Lanka 9,779. Life expectancy. Now one more term is here, life expectancy. I have discussed in Geography chapter 6 life expectancy term. life expectancy is also known as longevity, दीर्घजीविता. It means life expectancy refers to the average number of years in which a person is expected to live. मनुष्य का एक औसत आयु जिसमें एक आम तौर पर मनुष्य जीता है, उनका जो एवरेज ईयर निकलता है उसी को लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी कहते हैं. दैट मीन्स श्रीलंका का लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी जो है वो 74.9 अप्रोक्सीमेट 75 ईयर्स है. लिटरेसी रेट 91.2% है. एंड इसका 2014 में ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स रेट रैंक जो था वह 73 था. इंडिया का पर कैपिटा इनकम $5,497 था. लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी इट वाज 68. लिटरेसी अप टू 15 इयर्स पॉपुलेशन बिटवीन 2005 to 13 62.8 था. और इनका रैंक जो था ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स में वह विश्व में 130वां कंट्री है. इसी तरह म्यांमार का दिया हुआ है, फिर पाकिस्तान का दिया हुआ है, नेपाल का दिया है, बांग्लादेश का दिया हुआ है. नाउ द क्वेश्चन फॉर यू कि व्हाट इज द रैंक ऑफ इंडिया इन HDI. You will find it the answer. Children, HDI, that is Human Development Index, is a composite index of life expectancy, education and per capita income. तो इस तरह से श्रीलंका इंडिया से एरिया में छोटा है, लेकिन वहाँ का जो डेवलपमेंट का इंडेक्स है वह हमारे जैसे कंट्री भारत से अच्छा है. वहाँ एजुकेशन अच्छे हैं, वहाँ पर लोगों का हेल्थ कंडीशन अच्छा है, वहाँ पर लोगों का इनकम अच्छा है. तो इस तरह से एक एजेंसी है जो डेवलपमेंट के डिफरेंट इंडिकेटर्स को स्टडी करता है, जिसका नाम है UNDP. UNDP दैट मीन्स यूनाइटेड नेशंस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, जिनका हेड क्वार्टर है, इट्स हेड क्वार्टर इज इन न्यूयॉर्क USA. यूनाइटेड नेशंस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम जो है स्टडी करता है एंड पूरे वर्ल्ड के कंट्रीज का HDI तैयार करता है ना. वो स्टडी मेजर जो इंडिकेटर्स है ह्यूमन बीइंग का, उसमें एजुकेशन है, हेल्थ स्टेटस है और पर कैपिटा इनकम, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, इन तमाम चीज़ों का स्टडी UNDP यूनाइटेड नेशंस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम के द्वारा होता है. और आफ्टर दैट द एजेंसी इज कमिंग टू द पॉइंट दैट व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ दिस कंट्री एंड on this basis the particular country lies at this rank. तो इस तरह से हमने डेवलपमेंट के बारे में बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स को डिस्कस कर लिया. अब हमारा मेरे ख्याल से जो टेबल 1.6 को पढ़ने के बाद यू हैव कम टू द रिजल्ट फ्रॉम योर साइड कि डेवलपमेंट यदि कोई कह देगा सोसाइटी में कि उनका फैमिली बहुत डेवलप्ड है, तो आप सीधे उनके इनकम को देख करके उस पर्टिकुलर फैमिली को कभी भी डेवलप्ड नहीं कहोगे. यहाँ एक लेसन है. इफ यू वांट टू मेक योर सेल्फ your family, a developed family of the society in your country, you will have to take care of all these indicators. आप केवल पैसे कमाने पर फोकस देने से काम नहीं होगा, आपको हेल्थ के कंडीशन पर, एजुकेशन पर, लोगों के लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी पर, तमाम चीजों पर स्टडी करके उनको इम्प्रूव करना जरूरी होगा। तब आप अपने आप को कहोगे कि माई फैमिली इज ए डेवलप्ड फैमिली, एंड फ्रॉम योर फैमिली यू विल हैव टू थिंक ऑफ योर स्टेट एंड देयर आफ्टर योर नेशन। दिस इज द रियल मीनिंग of the chapter development. That is why this is given in your first chapter. The children, you will have to plan for your development where these indicators are included, and you have to compare yourself with the other families, other societies, other states and other countries where you are, and now you plan to develop. Means you develop your education level, you develop your health level, you develop your life expectancy level, you develop your all better quality of life, then you will be known as the member of developed nation. This is my third lecture. In fourth lecture we will discuss about the सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ डेवलपमेंट। डेवलपमेंट के साथ सस्टेनेबिलिटी क्यों जरूरी है उसको डिस्कस करेंगे। थैंक यू।